Halloween is in the air. Hey guys, welcome back to Manor for another long-anticipated reviews from the Crypt. It's not really like people have been requesting this, by the way. When I mean long-anticipated, I just mean because I haven't really had a lot of time to go out and shoot stuff like this recently, as you guys have probably noticed, but I am finally shooting a real video, so I hope you guys enjoy. I believe this is the CVS version. If I'm wrong, I could definitely be wrong, but I believe the Big Lots version has green eyes, so I think it's a different version. But I believe both are by Pan Asian. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the categories. The first category is quality. Now, his quality is actually pretty good. Of course, he is made by Pan Asian, which amongst haunters is not one of the most highly rated prop companies, but surprisingly he's actually decent quality. I'm assuming you know what he does. If not, then I'll get to that later, but he moves the way he's supposed to really well. The speaker, as you can tell, is right there. I wish they did a better job of hiding that, or at least putting it on the back with all the screws, so you could just have it facing one way, because, you know, if you know what I mean. So either way you face him, it's going to look kind of fake, because you can see the speaker on this side, and on this side you can see all the screws. So either way you place him, it's going to look kind of bad. I wish that they just had that over here, or had it on the bottom with the battery compartment, which I will talk about right now. You can't really see a lot on there, but you just unscrew it and there's some batteries. There is the on-off switch. If you switch it to off, then it is activated by the little button up here. If you switch it to on, it is activated by the sensor, which I am not 100% sure on the sensor's location. But it might just be sound activated, actually. So it may not be like motion, but probably just sound. So overall, he has decent quality. Mine has not experienced any problems. And so I'm going to go ahead and give him 1 full star for quality. The next category is price. Now, the animated skeleton Piranha, or Piranha Skeleton, retails for $12.99, at least where I got him, which was at CVS. I believe I'm gonna say he's probably around that, at least at Big Lots. And as far as I know, those are the only 2 places selling this particular animatronic at the moment. I don't know if that's correct. There may be other places. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But as far as I know, those are the only 2 places selling him at this time. And I think they're both relatively the same price, if not exactly the same price. And in my opinion, he's definitely well worth that, as he is, as I mentioned, decent quality. He has some nice animation, and even sounds and everything. And honestly, for something like that, he's definitely worth the price. If he were being sold at Spirit Halloween, we all know he would probably be at least $25 to $30. So he's definitely worth that in my opinion, and I'm going to go ahead and give him 1 full star for price. The next category is animation, or what he does. So I'm going to go ahead and play his animation for you guys right now. I'm not sure how well it's going to look on the video, as my flashlight is kind of bright on him. Not like it's just the phone flashlight, you know, nothing like special, but like it might be kind of bright on him, which might taint the look of his animation a little bit, but I'm going to play it for you guys anyway, and then I will try to play it in the dark so you can see how well his LEDs glow. So without further ado, here is his animation in the light. Gotta kind of hold him still because he tends to move around a little bit. So as you guys can see, he has some very nice animation. His motor does tend to be a little bit loud, but that's not a big deal. But you know, still, it's pretty good. Definitely worth the $12.99. Like, because as I said, you know, other stores would definitely charge a lot higher for it, especially, you know, like just Halloween stores such as Spirit Halloween or even Halloween City would charge more for it, being that he's sold at stores that aren't you know, focused on Halloween. Then he's much less. But I'm not really talking about price, we're talking about his animation. So yeah, his motor does tend to be a little bit loud. That's honestly the only problem I've noticed at all with his animation. Also, if his mouth, if something were to get caught in it, then I think it would completely stop all the animation altogether. But yeah, you just gotta be careful not to like stick your fingers in the mouth or anything, because his teeth look like they would probably hurt if you did anyway. But you know, it could definitely cause him to break as well, so you want to be careful with that. But overall, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give him 1 full star for animation. The next category is durability. So as I mentioned before, when he does his thing, he does tend to shift around a little bit, which he could turn up to even like that. Like, let's say if you had him sideways, hit his animation, he could turn up to even like that probably, which is a bit of a problem. It's not a huge deal or anything, but it does tend to do that. That's really the only other animation problem that I have, along with the motor's a bit loud, but that's not a huge deal. So I'm going to go ahead and give him half a star for durability. Now, time for the final category, which is the creepiness overall of the animated Piranha Skeleton. Now, yes, he's a tabletop. He's not the creepiest tabletop you've seen either. As very little, I can't really think of very much of anything made by Pan-Asian that's actually very creepy. Of course, I'm not saying I don't like Pan-Asian, because I do like a majority of some of their props, such as, you know, Grimgraven Angel, but he's definitely not the creepiest thing. I mean, if at first sight maybe people could be scared of him, but more than likely they're not going to be that terrified or anything of a little piranha skeleton. Being the fact that he is a piranha makes him more vicious, which definitely, in my opinion, is a little bit scarier. Also, I like to mention the fact that the real fish skeletons don't exactly look like this, which is another little problem with me. It's not a big deal though. It's just me kind of being picky. But honestly, I don't really find him scary. I find him very cool, and I would definitely recommend him, but I don't find him that scary. And so I'm going to go ahead and give him 0 stars for creepiness. Well, what did you think of my review? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to pick up your own one of these, being that, as I said, it's definitely worth the price, and I would highly recommend it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned on Morris Manor, where Halloween is in the air. Happy hauntings, guys. Bye.